Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you. Hey, welcome to the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. I am Charles McKay, aka Charlie the Plug, bringing you another episode 143 of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, where connections matter. Bringing you interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship and community involvement. And so I'm excited about another episode. Happy Monday to everyone. Broadcasting live in my home studio, Midtown Detroit. The weather's kind of playing tricks with us, getting cold one day, a little mild. So the days are getting a little bit longer sunlight. Actually, the sun is just setting down now. But I'm excited, looking forward for spring. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Please, if you're watching us live, thank you for joining this podcast. If you have a question or comment about our topic or guest, put it in the chat. We try to recognize all our people in the comment section, in the live chat. Thanks again for supporting independent and local media. And also, if you're finding value in what we're doing, the topics we got, please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, your neighbors, your homies, your girlfriends. Let the algorithm know that positive content is important too. So that is great and awesome. Thanks again for joining us for episode 143. So before I go into our topic and guests, I want to recognize our sponsor. Let me pull up this slide here. And this is our platinum sponsor, a friend of the podcast as well. If you are in the market for a home, maybe you're a first-time buyer, there are some programs in the state of Michigan as well as the city of Detroit for first-time home buyer assistance for a down payment. Maybe you have a house, your family is growing, maybe you're looking for a better school district for your kids, and you need to upgrade. Or whatever your situation is. Maybe you're an investor, you're looking for a property to rent out. I want to recommend a friend of the podcast and also sponsor, Silas Williams of Community Choice Realty. Are you ready to unlock the door to your dream home, whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for the next perfect place? Silas Williams with Community Choice Realty Incorporated is here to make the process smooth and stress-free. With expert guidance, a personal touch, and commitment to helping you find the right home, Silas is the realtor you can trust. You can reach out to him. There's a number on the banner below. You can call or text him, 586-251-7252. Again, call or text at 586-251-7252. Or you can send an email at silas.williams@gmail.com. That's silas.williams@gmail.com. Because your home is just a key turn away. When you speak to Silas, make sure you tell him that Charlie the Plug sent you. And if you do business with him and get your new dream home, as a way of showing thanks, here's a bonus for you. I will provide you a gift card, a digital gift card, where you can shop online. Just a way of saying thanks, a $20 gift card for doing business with one of our sponsors. So make sure if you're in the market for looking for a home, please give him a call. He can help you out. All right, so now let's go into introducing our guests. So in recognition of, March is Women History Month. And this is a great segue to our guests and our topic today. So we're talking about how confidence can change everything. We have an entrepreneur, author, speaker, law enforcement person who's been years of experience in law enforcement here in the city of Detroit. So I'm going to read a little bit of more information about our guest, and she's going to talk about herself and our topic, as well as the book that she's releasing for us. So our next guest, she has achieved significant success in the field of law enforcement, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to justice and promoting female leadership. She's a part of the various organizations: NAACP, IWAP member, National Black MBA Association, Elite Women Organization. Some of her notable engagements: former LGBTQ co-liaison for the Detroit Police Department, featured in Pride Source magazine in 2021, recognized certificate for TSA for implementing LGBTQ awareness training. Her educational background: a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, master's in business administration, advanced certification for executive protection. So, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to share more about herself. Let us walk on episode 143. None other than Angeletta. I don't know why I'm messing this up. Angelica Robinson. Angelica Robinson. Thank you for being on the podcast. So I did a little introduction, a little background. You are a friend of the podcast. You've been on episode, what was that? 92.
Yes.
Almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So tell us a little bit, for those who are watching the first time, a little bit about yourself and what have you been doing the past 2 years since you've been on?
So since the releasing of Uncuffed Voices, that's when you had me on here when I first released my first book, which was an anthology that I did with other women in law enforcement. And the visionary of that book was Chanel Dickerson, who was the retired former assistant chief of police out of Washington, D.C. So since then, I have grew a little bit more bigger.
Okay.
I am now a member of an international platform, which is International Association of Women Police, which is very, very huge. I had my first big speaking platform showcased in Chicago of last year, and it was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, I mean, it was just hands down the treatment, the respect that was shown for all the women that attended the event. It was just it brought tears to my eyes, and it was just the welcoming
mm-hmm.
that was given there.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I stayed more engaged with them, and it was just put on my heart that it was time for another book to be released.
Okay.
And that book came from that platform, from that speaking engagement, and what the women there wanted from me.
Mm-hmm.
Birth Uncovering Confidence.
Uncover Confidence. That's the book that the audience, you can see I have a copy here, and we're going to talk more in detail about the book. So this book was birthed from that speech you gave.
Yes.
And the reaction.
And the reaction that came from it. It wasn't just women from here in the United States, but it was women from various countries.
Right.
And just to hear their stories and the things that they lack that we take advantage of here in the United States, it was just like, oh my God,
mm-hmm.
I wanted to give them that piece of hope.
Right.
So I birthed
this
Uncovering Confidence for them. Something that they could actually hold on to.
Right.
And be guided by.
Now get our audience up to speed, because people may not have seen. You want to check out the episode 92. This is a great interview. It was actually an in-person interview.
Yes, it was.
A pop-up, at your location. So tell people just a little bit about how you got into law enforcement and just some of the adjustment in being a male dominant. And it was your first, if I remember, you came in with the Detroit Police Department.
At a very, very young age. I actually started the Detroit Police Department when I was 18.
Right. Wow.
I'm now 29 years into the game.
Right.
And
Yeah.
If it's
You're okay with sharing that because you kind of
absolutely
shared your age, I guess, in the indirect way.
well,
but it's okay. It's okay.
50 years
All
old.
right, all right. Let's celebrate that. Looking great, looking great. Yes.
I turned 50 years old last October.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was young.
Right.
I've had my hiccups throughout the years in the police department.
Mhm.
However, one thing I will say about the Detroit Police Department is a bittersweet thing because Detroit Police Department has been very good to me.
Okay.
For the most part.
Mm-hmm.
As in anything that you do or go, you're gonna have those dark days.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you overcome and come out of those rabbit holes.
Right.
And how, and that's basically what my book is about, how teaching you how to navigate and come up out of the ruts.
Okay. Right. Wow. So let's get into the book. When was this book released?
Actually, it was released last November?
Last November?
Right before my seniority date, which is a significant date for the Detroit Police Department, which was November the 20th.
November the 20th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And who would you say this book is for?
It's for career women, but mainly it's for any woman.
Okay.
All women that may be, lacking that confidence, that just may, want to read it and understand that it applies to somewhere in your life as well.
Right.
Although it may say uncovering confidence, you might see the police officer, the firefighters, you might see the doctors. It's for every woman.
Okay. All right. And help our audience understand when you say confidence, what are you referring to? How would you define that?
The self-esteem.
Okay.
The fears that you may face, the second guessing that you may face.
Right.
The lack of am I really good enough?
Right.
Do I have the talent? Do I have it in me to really do that? Yes, you do. The answer to all of that is yes, you
is
can.
That something that women face when they're in a particularly male-dominated field, or just in general?
Women, we have to work a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
We have to unfortunately prove ourselves, prove our worth, prove our values. Mm-hmm. Know your worth, know your value, and stand on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what I wanted to do is we're talking about self-confidence, and you kind of broke down know your value, and just some of the challenges that women have in their career with self-confidence, knowing their job.
So let me say this to you. You go into that one meeting, right? You sitting there. You know the answers. You know you want to give your input, but you stay mute. Mm-hmm. That fear is kicking in, right?
Yeah.
So then the next person, they said, and you be like, dang, they said it.
Right.
But I was thinking it. Speak up.
Speak up.
Don't never second guess yourself. I've done that so much when I know I am just as qualified. I'm just as smarter, but yet I have stayed mute. I dummy myself down. I dim my light for other people to shine.
Right.
When each of us are so unique in our own way, I'm not going to outshine you. I just built a lane more uniquer.
Right.
I built my own lane, but that doesn't mean I'm better than you. I just move differently than you.
Right.
But if your sister crown is tilted, straighten that crown up without needing an accolade or a pat, or a pat on the back.
Right. Wow. Man, you just dropped some bars. I want to go into some of the chapters in the book to kind of let you explain. We were talking before we went live, and I noticed some interesting content in your book. And I wanted to, it was chapter 4, when it talks about confronting fears, and what's been some of the fears that you had to deal with, being a police officer, and what's that chapter about?
Again, it goes back to not wanting to step on people's toes, fear of if I say the wrong thing, it's going to make that person look bad, when it just might, I might be able to just shine a different view, a different perspective on whatever it may be. Or just say, for instance, I'm going to say this one, like, here it is. I'm going into my 30th year, right?
Right.
I still get this when it's time to go to the gun range.
Now, how often you have to go to gun?
We qualify twice a year, right?
Twice a year.
And twice a year, I get that, oh my God. Here I
now,
go.
Do you have to be a marksman, or what's the level
you
of
have to,
competency with the
marksmanship,
marksmanship,
right?
Okay.
And it's just like, here it is. I'm back at it again. And it's like, why are you tensing up? Why are you, going through all these motions?
Right.
When you've done this over repetitively,
right,
it's second guessing myself.
Right.
But we all do it.
Even after
29 years, I still get that big old ball in my stomach.
Right.
And I go in there and knocked it all out, center mass.
Right. So, and what do you attribute to this? I don't know if you call it fear or anxiety. What do you attribute that to? And how do you overcome that?
I just have to clear my head.
Right.
Just get all that loud noise making out of my head.
Right.
Those little, oh, you're not going to shoot, you're not going to qualify, you're going to throw one out.
What happens if you don't qualify?
You're just going to repeat it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
You're gonna get it.
They suspend you with pay or something.
No, you'll qualify.
Okay. So, in that story you shared about qualifying for marksmanship with your weapon, from that, what lessons you can share with women who are working in various places, or how would that relate to their confidence?
Well, I feel like balancing your personal life as well as work life is a big challenge for most women in their careers. And they fear not being able to do just that.
Right.
The work life, the balance, and their personal life.
Right.
So in the book, I don't want to tell too much out of the book, but I do share with them on different strategies on how to balance work and personal life.
Okay.
You may go through some meditations. You might exercise is very good for relieving the stress.
Right.
Just different avenues that I share in the book, and not just that, but I'm into energies very, very strongly.
Right.
So I use a lot of the solfeggio frequencies that I listen to navigate through a lot.
That's good. And that kind of segues to another chapter, if you don't mind talking about maintaining your confidence. What's some of the
understand this? Even with building confidence, it's nothing that you're gonna gain overnight. It's a process, like as with anything. Maintaining that confidence is just as crucial because in so many sectors, not only, I won't just say in male dominant fields, but you can get tore down by other women as well. Right. And we do see that where, other women, they tend to tear down other women. And then not only are you getting tore down by other women, but now you have to prove yourself even more up against a man. I have an MBA. My specialty is in financing. He has an MBA. His specialty in financing. But I have to prove myself a little bit more worthier. I got to show my value a little bit more. And now we have this DEI that we're facing with.
Right.
Now the struggle, it's just layer after layer after layer.
Right.
So.
Wow. So I'm going to go into, we're going to get into how people can get the book and some more information about the book and some of the things you're doing as far as in your platform. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go more into how people can connect with you, get your book, and some other things you got going on. So let's do that real quick.
Awesome.
And
Hey, Detroit. Are you a Detroit area small business owner, entrepreneur, leader of a nonprofit organization, or a business service provider? And are you looking for ways to share your product, service, or your programs with a local Detroit audience? Let us help you increase your reach by becoming an ad sponsor with the Detroit Metro Plug podcast powered by Empower You Ventures. Our weekly video podcast is a growing local feature on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn that focuses on local business and community news. This gives you a chance to connect with local Detroit customers or clients. We offer cost-effective ads to fit your needs. Click the link to learn more about our current ad specials. And remember, connections matter. This is Charlie the Plug with the Detroit Metro Plug podcast.
all right, we're back. We want to highlight our platinum sponsor again. If you're in the market for a new home, maybe you're first-time home buyer, you can take advantage of home assistance down payment programs in Detroit as well as in Michigan. Maybe you're looking to upgrade your home, you need more space, or trying to get in a certain neighborhood for schools, or you're looking for investment. I want to recommend a friend of the podcast and our podcast sponsor, Silas Williams of Community Choice Realty. Are you ready to unlock the door to your dream home, whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for the next perfect place? Silas Williams with Community Choice Realty is here to make the process smooth and stress-free. With expert guidance, a personal touch, and a commitment to helping you find the right home, Silas is the realtor you can trust. Call or text him today, 586-251-7252, 586-251-7252, or you can reach him by email at silas.williams@gmail.com. That's silas.williams@gmail.com. Because your dream home is just a key turn away. When you speak to Silas, make sure you let him know that Charlie the Plug sent you. And as a bonus to you for doing business with him, if you purchase a home through him as an agent, as a way of saying thank you, we'll have a $20 gift card of saying thanks by supporting our supporters. All right. So for those who have been watching and joining us live, we're here with my guests. This is I don't know why Angel.
That's fine.
I don't know why.
It's Angelica.
I don't know why. I know I was reading. I was practicing. Angelica, like an angel. Angelica.
Angel.
Yes, Angelica Robinson. Kind of a segue to Women's History Month. She shared her personal experience at the age of 18 in law enforcement, Detroit Police Department, some of the challenges that she's dealt with in terms of her confidence and how she's have grown in her confidence, and also how she's birthed this book. We've been talking about it. Now I want to share the slide here, so I want to make sure people know how to get the book here. All right, so Uncovering Confidence, the Journey of Empowerment. What would you say is the overall theme of this book?
Is going within.
A
lot of inner work,
a
lot of shadow work, a lot of acknowledging where the root of the problem actually started from and how to navigate getting through it. A lot of shadow, I would say definitely a lot of shadow work that's taking place.
Okay. And what's the best way people can get your book?
You can go straight on Amazon.
Okay.
That is where it is at. And or you can purchase through my website, which is at www.angelicaspeaks.com.
All right. So we got up the screen here. There it is, live on Amazon.
However, if you are in the city of Detroit and you do not want to go on Amazon, You can purchase it down at CDK Creative Creations. It is on display down there. You can get it firsthand.
Okay, where is that located at?
That is at 19100 Livernois, Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, and that's KDC?
CDK.
CDK.
Yep.
Creations.
Yep.
And on Avenue of Fashion.
On the Avenue of Fashion, yes.
Between 7 and 8 Mile?
Correct.
All right. You get they can get this copy of this book. Yeah, okay. I got the screen up to Amazon. They can order on Amazon. Let me share your website here too, so that the audience can see that. Okay. So let me pull up the website here. And all right, there we go. All right, so the audience can now see your website. When they go to your website, Angelica Speaks. I did it.
Hey.
What would they find on there?
You will find out my latest events that are coming up. You will learn a little bit more about me, what I am about, what I stand for, as well as some of the things that I do within the city when I am here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And just basically get a feel of who I am as an individual.
Tell me about this picture the audience can see on the website.
Okay, so that particular picture was at the conference in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies, that's some of the attendees that attended the conference. And they were, like I said, they were absolutely amazing. And one of the attendees happened to be a sheriff out of Wisconsin. And she reached out, one of the three young ladies. Mm-hmm. She actually reached back out to me, and she's actually on the platform as well with the International Association of Women Police.
Okay.
And they booked me to come to do the conference. And that's another way of booking me, is going through the International Women Association of Women. And here we are, 2025. Mm-hmm. I am now officially up for bookings.
Okay. All right. I think that deserves some air horn. Is this you speaking?
So that right there was the beginning of my journey.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That right there was when I teamed up with the ACLU mm-hmm. in regards to women being able to start their families mm-hmm. and be in law enforcement.
Okay.
As everyone know, me along with 5 other females, we challenged Detroit Police Department, and we happened to win along with Deborah Gordon's law firm, because we were actually dismissed for being pregnant.
Okay.
And we won that lawsuit.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh man. And then there's your book there. They can purchase via your website.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
As well as through the website, you will also get linked into my university, which is P2W, which is mm-hmm. Powerful Women Winning. And there's a host of other things host of other classes that you can also purchase and or book me mm-hmm. with to come and or do one-on-ones with you.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you kind of alluded to that class action lawsuit with a group of women, yes. And I know you talked about that at the last podcast. Yes. Just share a little bit about just the backstory for our audience who may not know.
So I ended up getting pregnant, and I hid my pregnancy for a while. Mm-hmm. Once my pregnancy was revealed, I was dismissed mm-hmm. from the police department. And there was, unfortunately, a female supervisor that was adamant that I could not be pregnant and be on the Detroit Police Department. Well, the military isn't even like that.
Right.
So I teamed up with the ACLU. Mm-hmm. I teamed up with Deborah Gordon's law firm, mm-hmm. and we challenged them. And more women that were hiding their pregnancies came on board, mm-hmm. and we fought it and we won. And from there, at the time, Jennifer Granholm was our governor. She changed the Pregnancy Act as well.
Okay. All right.
So we took it all the way to the top.
Yeah. I wanted to recognize some of the comments here. We have Miss Lady, she's proud of you. I don't know if this is somebody you know.
Yes. So Miss Lady is my manager.
Okay, okay,
She's out of Atlanta. I believe
okay.
that's who I'm speaking with. She's out of Atlanta. I just signed with her. She's through Wonder Women Management. So she is now managing me,
Okay.
and that is who you'll be connecting with directly
Right.
to book me.
All right. So shout out to Miss Lady. Thank you for supporting,
Miss
watching
Lady.
the podcast, and supporting independent media. We also have Alexis Wallace. I love women who empower women. So
Oh, thank you.
thank
I
you,
love to
Alexis.
hear that.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Alexis, for supporting the podcast. And
Y'all gonna get me all emotional.
So you talked a little about the backstory of the class lawsuit. We talked about how people can get the book. What are some other things now on your website? It says you coach and
Yes.
you're speaking. Tell us more about what are you doing and what do you have coming up?
So next week, that's just right around the corner.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will be in Wisconsin for 2 days for their annual women's conference. I am one of the keynote speakers. I will be, of course, uncovering confidence with a host of amazing women, and I'm so looking forward to meeting each and every last one of them.
I got the slide up for that.
Thank you so much. They are very excited. I've been in contact with them like almost every week, and they're really, really, really geared up, and I'm excited to be with them. From there, that's on March 10th and 11th. Then on March 12th, I will be in Chicago. I will be meeting with businesses, one-on-one business owners, and we will be discussing strategies on leveling their businesses up.
Okay.
Then the month of April, I want to give a shout out to CDK Cares after school programs. So in the month of April, on Sundays, every Sunday, we will be teaching entrepreneurship one-on-one with the youth, as well as prom night safety. Okay. So we know the proms are about to start up.
Yes.
So I will be teaching the prom safety, things that the young ladies as well as the gents need to know about prom nights.
Okay.
And how to stay safe.
Where will you be teaching that at?
It's going to be right there at CDK's.
CDK. Okay.
Yep. 19100 Illinois.
Okay. Sounds like you have a lot of programs at CDK.
Yes.
Okay.
She's just not a seamstress, but she offers a whole host of it.
Okay.
May 10th, I will be hooking up with a gentleman named Hakeem in Jackson, Michigan for the local authors expo.
Okay.
So I will also, you will get my book on display as there as well. And I will be talking, meet and greeting with people there as well. Then come June will be, the date is still to be determined, but it will be the reunion of Uncuffed Voices in Washington, D.C. with the visionary Chanel Dickerson.
Okay. Okay. Wow. You got a lot of stuff. Well, what are some specific things you do in your coaching? Because I know you have years of experience in law enforcement.
I do use coaching, but I like to look at it more so as a business strategist, because that is more so where I lean towards helping people, within their businesses, how to take their businesses to the next level. And with that, I am under my leader from there is Dr. Sonia Stribling out of Atlanta as well. Right. So I went through her training, and I'm guided through her as well as a business strategist.
Okay. So you help business with business strategy?
Yes. Scaling the business.
Okay. Great. So as we wrap things up, any other announcements or things you think we should cover about your book? Or
I want to give I just want to also acknowledge Miss Etiquette. She gets me together as far as, my etiquette wise. Again, Wonder Women Management out of Atlanta. That's Miss Lady. CDK Cares after school programs. I want to give a shout out to my family at Little Woolie's Hair Salon. They are big support, and the best for last, my daughter Carly. She is doing amazing things. She just came home to us and told us today that she has her shadowing job working with some doctors.
All right, let's give applause. So our audience can now see the screen, how they can get in contact with you. They want to work with you or book you. There's the email at info@angelicaspeaks.com. There's the website. You can purchase the book. You can also purchase the book on Amazon. You can also learn more about Angelica Speaks, how to book her, and all the information there. So there it is. And it'll be in the show notes for the replay for those who are watching the replay. So that's your contact information. Yeah, so as we land the plane, as I say, what are you hoping to accomplish with the release of the new book?
I really want women to know their worth, know their values. That's why I stand firm on that. Okay. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Know your worth, know your value. Mm-hmm. Never dim your light. Mm-hmm. Embrace who you are. Mm-hmm. Don't never second guess who you are. Mm-hmm. No one knows you better than you. Look at that person. Look at that woman in the mirror. That's the only person that you're in competition with. It's the person in the mirror.
Okay.
That's the only one you have to be better than yesterday. Is that woman that's in the mirror.
Okay. We got some more comments. We have Tanya Clyburn. This is great information. Cheers to women being dynamic and self-assured.
Thank you, Tanya.
We have Danielle.
Those
Snowden.
Are my sisters.
I'm going to go order the new books. Okay. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
We also have is it Shantae Roberts. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. Proud of you, Angelica. I want my signed copy when I see you.
I got you.
So thank you for those who are watching us live for joining in on this conversation. And again, if you like and find value in what we're doing, please like, subscribe. Let the algorithm know that positive, uplifting content is valuable as well. There was something we were talking about. Oh yeah, what you want to accomplish with the book. And let me show the content where people can get in contact with you again before we wrap things up. So there's the email and the website, and then you have upcoming events that you already shared. All right, so I think we've covered it. Any last final words? I think we covered everything.
Ladies, you got this.
Ladies, you got this.
You got this.
Yes.
And I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for the ride.
All right. So we're here at the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. We're about celebrating what we call difference makers. And this is our way of giving flowers to local community leaders, such as yourself, doing positive things. And I intentionally share positive content so that shows something contrasting out there. Not that I'm hating on people spilling the tea or whatever, but we're here about celebrating people. Yeah.
More people need to be celebrated.
And I just want to let you know we're proud of what you're doing and your continued work. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. So it's 30 years with the
November.
Are you? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Are you going to transition out? What are you going to retire? What are you going to do?
It is definitely my prayers. It is definitely on my agenda to hang up that suit. 2026.
All right, 2026. And we just personally thank you for your service to our city and protecting us in the role and capacity, being on the front lines,
yes.
Just doing all, so most of us as civilians, we have no idea the challenges and things you guys deal with and what you face. So thanks again for your service. And I want to encourage everybody to get the book on Amazon, or you can go to the website that we have posted up there to get the book. If you are an organization, whether a religious organization, a church, a school, university, and you're looking for a speaker to talk about experience in law enforcement, as well as business strategies, coaching, I want to encourage you to check her out.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I think we got another comment before. Okay, no. All right. Okay.
Hey, Bijan.
Oh, is that Bijan? Okay, yeah. So, all right. Thanks, Bijan Moore. Thank you for watching and supporting independent media. All right. So that concludes our podcast for today. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week. And want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and support our guests, support our sponsor, Their information is on the banner right there. And thanks again for another episode of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you.